So about 15 years ago, I was diagnosed with what are called fibroadenomas. And at worst, it sounds like cancer. At the very least, it kind of sounds like a kidney stone that you would pass after eating something with like a lot of fiber in it. But what they actually really are benign breast tumors. They're actually very common in women between the ages of 15 and 35. And 15 years ago, I was a college sophomore, and just before I started going to classes, a doctor discovered that I had not one, but two of these in my left breast. And my mom, being overzealous about my health, as she always has been, decided these needed to come out right away in the middle of my fall college semester. Yeah, not so great. So, and she also decided to schedule my surgery on the day before my 19th birthday. Yeah, so I spent the first day of the last year of my teens sleeping off the pain in my childhood bed in Baltimore while having the over-recommended dose of ibuprofen coursing through my veins. But what I wanted to do, since like a lot of things have happened to me like since that surgery that are kind of hard to put together in like one cohesive story. So the way that I had imagined telling it is to kind of reveal what I call the top 7 things that have happened to me since I've had this breast tumor surgery. And yes, they do sell Velcro at Giant. I found this out a couple of days ago. I'm actually very excited to do this. Okay, so. All right, so we're going to start with number 7. Oh, thank you. So I had to wear a sports bra for 2 weeks, which, you know, as a professional working woman in DC, trying to coordinate a sports bra with your blouse, probably not the greatest thing. But when you're a college sophomore and all you ever wear are hoodies every day, you're probably wearing a sports bra every day anyway. So that was what was happening in my case. All right, number 6. So my left nipple is just erect for no reason nowadays. This is something that I kind of started noticing in the past couple of years. I would be in the shower and I would look down and this one would be just standing at full attention. Well, this one was kind of slow to get the message, but eventually like joined the team after a couple of minutes. Number 5. Boob foreplay is very weird now. I've actually had to tell a couple of dudes that I've hooked up with, hey, maybe don't go so hard on this one. You can totally go to town on this one, but maybe take it easy. Give this one a love tap. Maybe like give it a high five. And definitely not any teeth, you guys. All right, number 4. I bled through a couple of my shirts. So one of the unfortunate side effects of the healing process was I had some residual bleeding. Actually ended up bleeding through 2 of my shirts. I ended up ruining them. And probably one of the more embarrassing things that happened to me was I actually ended up bleeding through my shirt in front of my best guy friend in his college dorm room. So we're sitting in this, imagine us, the 2 of us sitting in his dorm, he's at his desk. I look down and I see like a red spot just slowly spreading like across my shirt. And then I look down, I look at him, and I just get up and I'm just like, I'm sorry, it appears that I've been shot. So I'm just gonna go. By the way, he's a very supportive friend. He knew about the surgery and we're still friends to this day. So, all right, number 3. I do have a cool side boob scar now. So that is one benefit that has come out of this. And I would show you guys that scar if it was July. But it's January, and if the weather last week is any indication, I'm gonna be wearing sweaters until April. So nobody's gonna see this for a while. Number 2, I don't want anybody to freak out too much before I show you this, but number 2, I got another fibroadenoma since that surgery. So this is actually something that happened in the past year. In September, I went to my regular OBGYN appointment, and my doctor actually felt a lump, not in this breast, but in the right breast. And he was like, okay, well, I'm really gonna need you to get this checked out. Not because, well, actually, really, because I'm gonna be retiring in 2 days, and I really want you to have this in your record. I was like, okay, that would be good. But you know what? You don't have to worry about anything because everything's fine. And actually, I found out I don't even have to get this surgically removed. And the reason I found out that I don't have to get it surgically removed is because I got a mammogram for the first time. So full disclosure, I'm 33 years old, and usually, unless you have a family history, you're not getting one of these until you're in your 40s. And for those of you who have never gotten a mammogram before, this is basically what it is. Somebody serves your boob to you on a plate, as if they're like serving it as dinner, except they take pictures of it like it's for like Bon Appetit magazine. And then that person shows those pictures to a whole bunch of other people. You also have to hold your breath during it, which kind of sucks. But yeah, so that's a mammogram. But in addition to a mammogram, I also got an ultrasound of my breast. And those two things combined told me that I have very dense breasts. In fact, they grade breast density on a scale of A to D. So I have D-grade breasts, which as somebody who has strived to get A's and B's their entire life, I did not like hearing that. But you know what? It actually, having really dense breasts usually makes it harder to catch things like these. So the fact that they did catch it was a good thing. So that is actually my personal health story. Thank you so much for your help with the revelation.